It's a very frightening situation to find yourself in. So for us, we discovered that our daughter Natasha had very serious food allergies when she was a baby. She had anaphylaxis, the most serious type of an allergic reaction that's life-threatening at 6 months from a tiny bit of banana, and then at 9 months from milk. But it took a year and a half before we could get her tested to what else she might be allergic to. And in that time, it was just really frightening to feed her anything. And for that year and a half, she lived on chicken soup because we were just too scared to give her any other foods. And it did turn out she was also allergic to egg and sesame. And of course, if we had fed her that, in the meantime, she would have been hospitalised again.
Now, we all know that bringing up children is difficult, but what sort of impact does that have?
It affects not just the person with the allergy, and it is predominantly affecting children and young adults, but it affects the whole family. It affects everybody in the family because first of all, everything around food that affects that child, it will affect the family, but also really every part of society, everything from going to school or going on trips or going on holiday or flying in an aeroplane, all those things are impacted by worry, and there's a lot of stress associated.
What are families who come to the Natasha Foundation telling you?
Well, I think what upsets me personally is that they tell us all the things that I worried about bringing Natasha up. Now, Natasha, had she lived, she would be 23 years old now. And so it's just a travesty that we're hearing from parents who've got young children who are experiencing all the same worries and often exactly the same issues that we were experiencing 20 years ago.
Yeah, it is really terrifying. So what needs to be done?
Well, with the charity, we are campaigning for an allergy czar, which is another name for an allergy lead, to be appointed by government and somebody who can look at all the holes and all the areas where people living with allergies struggle. And timely diagnosis would obviously be one of those things. And it's something that isn't just something nice to have, it's absolutely a necessity. And it's become actually quite critical to get somebody employed in this role.
Well, Tanya, I know that there are a lot of parents and families who'd be hugely grateful to you for your work and that your daughter Natasha will be very proud. Thank you very much for talking to us.